All right. Good evening, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. Welcome to our Strategy Saturday weekly planning session with Coach Sherea, helping you maximize your week by planning in advance. I am Sherea Vejan. I help individuals achieve their life goals while maintaining a healthy work-life balance. And I do that through teaching group coaching programs and hosting monthly goal challenges and live events. So I am a published author of over 11 books and journals. I am the co-founder of the Goal Setters Club. I'm a certified coach, trainer, and speaker with the John C. Maxwell team, mom of 3 adult children, and wife of over 31 years. So our goal today is to help you get the most out of your week by planning in advance, to stay on task with the life goals you set for yourself, to schedule your priorities rather than prioritizing your schedule, creating a consistent routine that will help get more done throughout the week, to keep you accountable each week by setting aside a specific time to plan, and providing the resources and tools you need to plan a successful week. So before we start, find a quiet place to be alone. You also want to block out an hour to 2 hours or 2.5 hours, 3 hours without distractions. Try not to multitask when you are planning your week. This session should last usually between 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And then you want to give yourself another 1 to 2 hours after to go deeper into your budgeting and to your meal planning. You also want to create the right mood by having candles or music or snacks or whatever you need so you do not have to get up. You want to spend, the purpose of this is, yes, it's going to take a little time, but if you spend a few hours planning, you're going to save more hours during the week by doing things at the last minute. All right, so let's get started. So repetition is a key to forming new habits. Each week, if you're here with me, you will notice that we repeat the same core information. Every week, I try to add a few updates or specifics, but essentially we follow the same formula. The goal is to establish a regular time and space to plan your upcoming week. So we're going to be using the Strategy Saturday weekly planning toolkit. You can get that on my website. You can visit CoachSherea.com. You can visit ShereaVejan.com. If you are part of the Goal Setters Club VIP membership, it's included with your membership. And so you have a digital version of the 2023 Goals Journal. You have a digital version of the Strategy Saturday Planner, which we'll go through during this workshop. You have a Strategy Saturday weekly planning checklist. And then you also have the business marketing calendar. In addition to that, I use a 3-ring binder. So I kind of print my pages, 3-hole punch it and put it into a binder. And then, of course, the prayer journal, which I use every day. But you can incorporate that as a part of, now the prayer journal is not included in the Strategy Saturday toolkit. You can buy that separately on Amazon. And so this is a picture of what that looks like. Also, I use the Celebrate Everyday calendar. I like that. It's kind of a fun calendar that gives you updates on fun events like National Donut Day, National Sandwich Day, National Ice Cream Day. That way you kind of stay in touch with some of those things, especially if you have a side business. Those things are good to be aware of. And then be intentional about your planning. So as you're planning, you want to get all your materials together. You can pack them in one bag. You can put them in a backpack. You can put them in a box. Last year, when I first started, well, not last year, I think in 2019 or 2020, I started selling these. And I used to ship them in the Strategy Saturday box. And so in that box, I had all the planners. And then I would put my pens, my markers, my tape. So everything I needed was in that box. And when I got ready to sit down and plan, I just grabbed the box from my office, sit down, get my candle, get my music. So just be intentional. That way you can take that your bag or your backpack with you. You can take it to the park. You can take it to Starbucks. You can take it in the backyard and just find a space to plan. Okay, do not get overwhelmed it gets easier. The more you plan, the more you stay on task, the more you start working on your budget, the more you start working on your meals, you get a system and it becomes easier, it becomes faster, and you become better. The good thing also is once you begin to plan your meals and you plan your days and you plan your routines, it makes it easier to delegate. It makes it easier to give to someone else. If you already know what you're making for the whole week and you already created your list, hey, there's your DoorDash list or there's your Instacart list that's already done. And so you plan, you have someone else get the food for you. Okay, starting with reflection. And I always mention this, I thought that I was a reflector, but it wasn't until I read John Maxwell's book, The 15 Invaluable Laws of Leadership. And chapter 4 was dedicated to reflection. And he says he reflects every day. And so we reflect because reflection transforms experiences into insights. And so when you have a moment to reflect on experiences and reflect on the day and you reflect on the year and you reflect on the month, instead of just living through it, you kind of can pause a little bit and get a hold of the lesson that you were being taught in that time. But if you have the experience and you keep moving, you don't have time to kind of think about what's happening. So you want to allocate a time daily for reflection. And this exercise, we reflect on the entire week. And so you want to look at the week and ask yourself certain questions about that week. On your Strategy Saturday worksheet, some of the basic questions are, what was the overall mood last week? How did I feel? What was happening? What was going on? How did I do in regards to my goals? Did I move the needle? What did I achieve last week? And then you want to kind of, based on that, you want to make your goals for the upcoming week. How do I want to feel next week? What could I do better next week to see better results? What can I do next week to move the needle? What do I need to stop doing? Who do I need to say no to? What do I need to say yes to? Am I on track? So you kind of want to ask yourself, reflect on this week so you can plan next week, right? And I like to call that reflect and expect. I reflected last week, and this is what I'm expecting next week. So if you are prone to forgetting anniversaries, birthdays, special events, occasions, you want to plan because you don't want to forget an important day. You don't want to forget a person's last day at work. You don't want to forget your anniversary. You don't want to forget an important birthday. And so keeping track of those things instead of like, oh my God, it's your birthday. Let me put something together real quick. And there's apps for that too. So I like to start with birthdays and anniversaries because they're kind of last minute and there are ones that we forget about or sneak up on us. Just because you don't remember someone's birthday, they most likely remembered it, and they're most likely planning a party or they're planning an event that they might even invite you to. And so keeping track of birthdays, you're like, hey, okay, such and such birthday is coming up in September. Let me go ahead and put aside some money, or let me budget that in, because you might be budgeting just your regular bills. Maybe you need to budget for a gift. Maybe you need to budget for an event. Maybe their party is a 70s party or something that you need to go shopping for. And so you need to put on your calendar, and then you also need to budget. All right. And then this is what the worksheet looks like in your Strategy Saturday kit. If you printed it, some people print them like FedEx and bind it up. I have a binder here at my house, so mines are already bound. Some people can put them in a 3-ring binder. You can also use the GoodNotes app. And so this worksheet is divided into your day. And so you have your day, unfortunately, this day starts from 7 to 9. I'm usually up around 3:50 or 4 o'clock, but you can start your day here at 7. You want to put your top 3 priorities for the day. If I don't do nothing else, what are the top 3 priorities I have for the day? And then your number one goal. Okay. And then as you're planning your week, you want to put this week's goals. These are my goals for this week. And here's my priority. And then you have your personal to-do list. You have a place to put notes. You have your habit tracker. What things do I need to do every single day this week that I have to do every single day this week that I want to make a habit out of? Mine is always the gym. And I still haven't went this week. I have to go to the gym. I have to drink water. I have to take my vitamins, especially with the new schedule that I have. It's like, what are the new habits that you need to create for the new goals that you have, for the new income revenue that you want to make? Are there some new habits that you need to adapt for that new income that you're trying to make? And then on your list, you want to balance it out still. You want to have room for your self-care. You want to have room for your cleaning, your organizing, your recreational. You want to also plan your outfits for the week. You want to check the weather. Maybe it's raining next week. If it's raining, you might want to change up your menu. Maybe you want to have soups, or you want to have spaghetti, or you want to have chili. And you want to plan your outfits. Maybe it's raining, maybe it's sunny, and now as you're putting together your outfits for the week, you're basing it on the weather. So keeping these things in mind, what errands do you need to run? Do you need to wash your car this weekend? Car maintenance. Do you need to go to the grocery store? Again, this is not to overwhelm. This is so you can sit down and remember, hey, I have a doctor's appointment this week. Okay, let me plan in my gym. Let me plan in my self-care. That way, the last minute things aren't hitting you. All right. And then the fun calendar that, this is from August, but there's a lot of things like Vinyl Record Day, National Bowling Day. And then you want to keep the upcoming holidays, like this Monday is a holiday. If you didn't plan for it, you wouldn't know. Maybe there's some specials that you need to run with your business. So just keeping up with the special holidays, and then your budgeting, making sure, it's the beginning of the month. The first always gets me. The ends of the month, I have so many automatics. And then the first, I have so many automatics. And you want to just keep track of your monthly bills. You want to know what's due next week. You want to keep track of those automatic payments. Again, special events. And you can use apps. You have a weekly bill worksheet that you could fill out. I use the Every Dollar worksheet. App that I love. And then meal planning. The benefits of meal planning, most times you'll eat healthier, because I know there's times when I forgot my lunch or I forgot my breakfast, and then last minute I'm running through McDonald's or running through Chick-fil-A. I'm running through something where it's heavy instead of being able to get oatmeal or get something that's a little more healthier. It reduces food waste. It cuts cost. Where at home I might have spent $1 or $2 on oatmeal. If I go to Panera Bread, now I'm spending $6. So it's cutting the cost, it's saving you time. Hopefully it's eliminating stress. And, I review these with you guys every week. There's meal planning services. I know a lot of people are using, I forgot the name of that. I'm going to put that on here next time. There is a keto. Okay, I'll put it in here. But I know a lot of people that are on the keto diet now. There's a meal service that delivers to them. And now there's a lot of trainers. If you have a personal trainer, if you're in the gym, a lot of those personal trainers are now doing meal prep and delivering it. So those are other options for you. And then goal setting. I like to keep you guys motivated on achieving the goals that you set for yourself at the beginning of the year. So we have a timeline that we go through. So working in your journal, this month we're working on our family goals. So for the 1st through the 7th, we're writing out our goals. The 8th through the 14th. So all this week until the 7th, we're writing out our family goals. What family goals do you want to achieve? And you're writing them out in the SMART format. And then August 8th through 14th, based on those goals that you set for yourself, what kind of books, what kind of magazines, what kind of websites do you need to support those goals? Now, we have a book of the month. But maybe in your family goals, you're planning on adopting. Maybe you're planning on getting pregnant. Maybe you're planning on getting married. So your books that you're going to choose for the type of goals that you want to set for your family are going to be different than even our book of the month. And then the 15th through the 18th, you're going to write out your affirmations. So based on the goals you set for yourself, the family goals you set for yourself, write out the affirmations for that. And then you want to create your weekly, monthly, and yearly routines based on those family goals that you set. You can create a new vision board that's more specific for family goals, or make sure you're reviewing the vision board that you created in December. If you ever come to my vision board party, we do those before. It's a vision board workshop. We write out our goals for the year first, and then we create our vision board. And then I always encourage my guests to balance out their goals in the 12 areas. So that way, when you're looking at your vision board, you're seeing the whole picture. You're seeing your finances, you're seeing your relationships, you're seeing your career, you're seeing your spiritual goals, you're seeing it all in one vision board to keep you focused. And then towards the end of the month, you are celebrating your success. Right. And then when you see your weekly goal accountability tracker, I always say this is not a calendar. This is not a calendar. This is where you are, the weekly routines that you set for yourself in your journal. You are going to start writing these and incorporating these into this weekly goal accountability tracker. So if your goal at the beginning of the year was to lose weight, to lose 15 pounds, or to whatever that goal is, now you're going to look at this sheet and say, what can I do this week that's going to help me reach my goal? So maybe workout Wednesday, fitness Friday, water Wednesday, meatless Monday. So anything that had any goal, any routines that you can incorporate into this particular schedule to help you reach that lose weight goal, you're going to put that here. Maybe your goal was to work on your marriage. So you're going to have marriage Monday. You're going to have talk Tuesday. Maybe you guys going to talk on Tuesday. Maybe you're going to do movie Monday. And so you want to start based on the goals that you set for yourself, the goals that you want to excel in. You want to begin to create and incorporate routines. And you want to have routine. It's just like, well, I do not have to remind myself to brush my teeth and wash my face and take a shower or get dressed. Daily routines, you have to do that for your little kids because they don't know. They have to remember, did you brush your teeth? Did you wash your face? Did you get your socks? So once we get past that, we also want to create daily routines as adults. Are you drinking your water every day? Are you walking every day? Are you exercising? Are you reading every day? So you want to create a daily routine for yourself. You want to create a morning routine. Back in the day, my grandmother used to read the paper every day, read her Bible every day. So what are you doing in the mornings when you wake up? I'm always, coffee is my morning ritual. Always make green smoothies. What is your face routine? What kind of devotional, if you are Christian, do you have a devotional that you do in the morning? So you have your daily routines, things that you must do every day. You have your morning routines, things that help you get started for the day. You have your weekend routine. Do you wash your car every weekend? Do you wash your hair every weekend? Are you getting your clothes ready for the week? Are you meal prepping? And then what are you reading? Are you reading physical books? Are you reading Kindle books? Are you listening to audio books on the way home, the way to work, the way to the office? And then here's some tips. Make room for your goals. The goals that you want to achieve for yourself, you have to make room for them. I started an accountability call at 4 a.m. and man, I had to readjust. I had to readjust everything, my gym schedule, my work schedule, my morning schedule. So because it was a goal, because it's something that I must incorporate, I had to change everything around it. So you want to make room for the new goals you set for yourself. You want to visualize how you want to see next week to be. Packing all your stuff into one backpack, reviewing your vision board every week, and planning for distractions. Yes, we plan and things don't always go as planned. Deal with it, move on, and still plan again next week. So a couple of resources for you. Strategy Saturday playlist is available on Spotify. Again, this is my playlist. You can listen to it, see if there's some music that you like. If not, you can create your own playlist. If there's some songs you like, you can keep some. We also, if you're looking for any challenges to help you stay focused, we have our reboot challenge, our juice and green smoothies challenge is 5 days. And then we have our self-care challenge. For the month of September, we're going to be doing a plant-based challenge that starts September 11th, I believe, until October 1st. It's 21 days. All right. So thank you guys for joining me. Next week, we're going to be on at 6 a.m. from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. And the word of the week is it wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. So he spent time planning. He spent time waiting for the rain. But while he was waiting for the rain, he was busy working and making sure he was prepared. And so it's not raining yet. Don't wait till it rains to plan.